Hey YouTube, Lance here, and welcome to my new channel, GLBT News 101. Um, I want to start off by first saying why I'm making this channel. I really feel that currently there's no real outlet for a collection of GLBT news focusing on current events, educational facts about different cultures, what it's like growing up a member of the GLBT community in the Middle East or in Africa, the what's the culture, and just kind of a more informational um, channel that promotes awareness of what's really going on throughout the world, and is just going to be like a news network that's focused only on GLBT issues and um, things of that. Um, I think the current GLBT news media does a great, great stories about the fashion aspects and more of the entertainment fields. However, I really just don't think that there's anything out there that has a collection of GLBT community, current events and informing us um, what's really going on throughout the world regarding GLBT rights. And I guess with that, again, I'm Lance. um, Not the best at public speaking, but I think there's nothing else out there, so I figured maybe it'll help educate people and it'll be entertaining. It'll start the conversation, and maybe other people will be creating more educational content, and it'll start a kind of a conversation, I guess. So with that, I'll say let's start with my first map I created. Just kind of a basic search on Wikipedia about how gay rights are throughout the world. Starting with the dark purple, those are the countries where it's currently illegal to be gay or to have homosexual activities. You can actually be imprisoned from anywhere from 3 to 30 years, or even put to death just for being gay or a member of the GLBT community. As well as the dark blue ones are where it's not illegal to be gay. However, you don't have any anti-discrimination laws, meaning you could lose your house, you could lose housing, you could lose your job if you're openly gay, and there's no protection under the law preventing that. And of course, the light blue countries, including India, Turkey, and Italy, those are the countries where, while there are no real rights, anti-discrimination rights, and I also forgot to include Mongolia up here too. Those are the 4 countries that, while there's no anti-discrimination rights, they are trending towards being more tolerant. They are trending towards creating new laws. I believe it was in India. There was an effort to bring up some anti-discrimination laws. Again, I did this all kind of a lot of research all together, so it might not all be correct. But I think this is a good introduction video, just kind of give you a broad sense of how the world really is when it comes to GLBT rights. And a lot of countries in Africa and Asia are very intolerant, and they're still very not very progressive. And a lot of them are actually degressing, like in Iraq, which I guess I'll save for another video. While on the other aspects, you have countries like Canada, Norway, Sweden, France, Spain, Portugal, um, and those countries, as well as more of the ones up here, the darker pink. Those are where they have equal protection under the law, as well as they are tolerant of the GLBT community, and actually allow same-sex marriage, as well as the orange ones are where portions of the country allow same-sex marriage, while other portions not. But all the pink colors and the different shades of pink, and of course the orange, those are the countries where you do have anti-discrimination laws, and helping the GLBT community have their rights, so they're not discriminated against for being gay. They're not kicked out of homes for being gay, and they're not losing their jobs. So those are the countries that are more tolerant. Those are the countries where it's more easier for the GLBT community to be openly gay, as because there's less repercussions for that. And which I think that's I think it's a really important fact to keep this in mind, because a lot of these cultures believe that oh, there's not many GLBT members in Africa. That's really kind of a misinformed assumption, just because you have a culture that is so against the GLBT community that if they're in fear of their lives. They're in fear of their livelihood. They're in fear of losing their jobs. They're in fear of getting kicked out. They're in fear of getting discriminated against by their community. Excuse me. And so and that's why I kind of wanted to make these videos, is to go through each country explaining what's their position like, what's the culture of that country. Are they becoming more progressive, or are they degressing into being less tolerant and more discriminative? Excuse me. Which is happening in Iraq, because as you can see, Iraq here is recently decriminalized the laws, and making it no longer illegal to be gay. However, that was the result of a lot of the occupation of the United States occupying during the war, and with the new government, the transition government. However, what's happening in Iraq right now is that a lot of the police officers are actually also members of local militia. And when they are not working for the police department, they're actually out hunting and actually slaughtering people who are openly gay. I mean, it's actually one of the worst countries to be to live in if you are a member of the GLBT community. And of course, I remember hearing somewhere that some cultures do accept transgender people a lot more. I believe it's a Middle East culture. They're really accepting of transgender people, because if it's let's say if you're M to F, which is a male to female, and you transition into a female, and if you transition into that female, and then you're considered to be in a heterosexual relationship, if you're M to F, and then you're in a relationship with another male, then you're considered to have transitioned, you'd be considered a heterosexual couple. The process behind that I found interesting, is why they're accepting of that. They're very accepting of that, versus being very against the the gay and lesbian part of the lifestyle. And that's kind of what I wanted excuse me, to make my videos about: be educational, thought-provoking, and to kind of start a conversation, educational, and stuff of that. And I think I'll just kind of end that here. This is a map. I haven't explained all the different colors, but I don't want this video to be too long. At the same time, if you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the comments below. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I hope you find value in this, and I hope you find it educational, and I hope you leave your feedback. All right, thanks. Bye.